Welcome everyone, my name is Robin. Welcome to my channel, welcome to yoga. We're going to get started in child's pose. This has been a crazy time in the world, and we're going to start by getting grounded. So come to your mat. You don't need anything in the practice, but if you like to use blocks or blankets, cushions, feel free to grab those. Bring your big toes together. Your knees can be as wide as you need. You can have your arms stretched forward, bringing your head down to your mat. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can take your arms down by your sides, by your heels, with your palms up. Have your head rest on something, maybe stacked fists or a pillow. If you're not able to get your head to the mat. Take a big breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. Let's do that again. Big breath in. And a complete exhalation. You can keep going like that, releasing tensions and stress with every exhale. You can also come into your yogic breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Elongating your inhales and your exhales. Breathing with intention. And noticing how you feel in your body. Thoughts will come throughout the practice, but whenever you notice, just bring your focus back to your breath and see if you can let everything else melt away just for this time together. Perhaps set an intention for your practice, maybe an I am statement, something you need in your life. I am calm. I am at peace. I am centered. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If your hands are not in front of you, stretch your arms in front, tent up on your finger pads, press the mat away, find some traction for your back, and then lift your head up a little bit, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Reach that left hip towards your left heel. Feel a big stretch in the left side body. You can keep your hands side by side, or maybe you take your left hand on top of your right hand. Seeing what works for your body at this moment. And then on your next inhale, walk through center over to the other side. Feeling a big stretch in the right side body, maybe taking your right hand on top. And then inhale, slowly come back to center and come up to all fours. You can pad up your knees if you need. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. On your inhale, lift your tailbone, lower your belly, reach your heart forward for a cow pose. And then on your exhale, round, press the floor away, tuck your chin to your chest. Let's keep this going. Inhale, cow, feeling the earth beneath you. And exhale, cat. Adding in any other movements that would feel good here. You can circle, side bend, tuck your toes. This is your practice. Making this as fluid as you would like. Or maybe you're sticking with the simple cat-cow. Take 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then find your way to neutral. Tuck your toes if they're not. Your wrist creases are lined up to the short end of your mat. You're wrapping your triceps back in towards your body. Lift your knees. Feel your low belly. Press that floor away. Reach your armpits up away from your mat. And breathe. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. And then lift your hips as you exhale, downward facing dog. You can slowly bend and straighten your legs. You can shake your head, widening through your sitting bones. Maybe finding some stillness. And then look forward to your hands like a wave. Roll forward to high plank, adjusting your feet as necessary. To be in your high plank, you can always drop to your knees. Pause here, big breath in. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. 1 more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lift your hips. Feeling a nice stretch in your wrists and the backs of your legs. Take 1 more breath. And then look forward to your hands and step forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, big breath in. Exhale your hands through your heart to your sides. Inhale, arms reach up. Lower your right hand down, take a side bend. Inhale, back to center, side bend. Other way. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back to a lunge. Right knee over your ankle. You're on the ball of your back foot. Your hands are tented, flat, or on blocks or books. Drawing your right hip crease back. Start to straighten your right leg any amount, extended pyramid, and then bend. Straighten and bend. 1 more, straighten and bend. Keep the bend, plant your left hand down, sweep your right arm to your right hand to your right hip, and Turn to the right. You could stay here, lift your right arm up. Maybe you're looking up towards your fingers, or maybe you're looking down for more balance. But feel the opening, the turning of your spine. Another inhale. And exhale, lower your right hand down. Step your back foot forward and inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to do the other side. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Setting it up, drawing your heart forward, your left hip a little bit back, your right hip forward. Just square your hips. And then as you exhale, straighten your left leg any amount and bend. Straighten and bend. One more, straighten and bend. Keep the bend. Press your right hand down. Take your left hand to your left hip and turn your torso to the left. You could stay right here, or you can lift your left arm up. Maybe you're looking up. Strong in the right shoulder. Strong through that right leg. Or you can always lower the knee down if you need. Take another inhale. And exhale, lower the left hand down. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, big breath in. Exhale your hands through your heart to your sides. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Any arm variation. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back to a plank. Pause here. We're in plank again. Shift a little forward, shift a little back. Shift a little forward, shift a little back, or you can come to your knees and hold. Two more like this, forward and back. One more, forward and back. And then shift a little forward and lower down to your belly or chaturanga position, low push-up. Inhale, peel your chest up. You could stay low for cobra. You can come up higher or up dog with just your hands and tops of feet on the mat. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Or come to all fours and then come up to down dog. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. One more big breath in. And big breath out. Look forward to your hands and step, or maybe hop forward and take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up right away into the next one. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower to your belly or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can skip all of that and go right to down dog. Or you can take child's pose at any point, listening to your body. One more breath here. And then look forward to your hands, step or hop forward, take a half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, one more, exhale, fold in half. Inhale, half lift, exhale, Vinyasa, step or hop back to chaturanga or your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving with your breath, seeing what works at this moment. Walk your hands about a handprint closer towards your feet.
So you're in a short downward facing dog. Take your left hand to your right shin or your right ankle and look under your armpit. Twisted dog, pressing the floor away with your right hand. Release and switch. You can always bend the opposite knee. Come back to center. Keep walking your hands back towards your feet, feeling a nice stretch in the backs of your legs. Fold here. And then inhale, half lift to the back of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, big breath in. Exhale your hands through your heart to your sides. Good. Bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. Lengthening your tailbone, pulling in your low ribs. Maybe goal post your arms if that works better, or keep your hands in prayer. Should be able to see your toes, maybe come a little bit lower. Feel your quads, hug your inner thighs towards the midline, as if you had a block in between your legs. Take another inhale. And exhale, fold, straighten your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk out to plank. Walk in the plank. Good. Pressing the floor away. Lift up your right leg. Point your ankle. Little lifts of your leg. Squeezing that right glute. Long neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot down, switch. Lift up your left leg, pulling in your belly, pointing your ankle, and little lifts. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your plank. Lower your knees to the mat. Walk your hands in so you're in all fours. Stretch your right leg back and off, squeezing that right glute. Staying here, flexing your foot, squaring your hip, or reach your left arm forward, bicep by your ear. Spinal balance. Stay here or elbow and knee meet, rounding your back like a cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, flex. Inhale, open. One more. Exhale, flex. Inhale, reach long. And then lower your left hand, your right knee. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to all fours. Stretch your left leg back and off. Maybe reach the right arm forward. Squeezing that left glute. Squaring your hips. Stay here or elbow and knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. One more, exhale. Inhale, reach long. And then lower your right hand, your left knee, cat-cow. Lower your belly, pull your heart forward. Feel the connection of your hands and shins underneath you to the earth. Exhale, round, tuck your chin to your chest. Come back to neutral. Swivel your right shin to the side. Stretch your left leg long on the mat. Peel your left arm up so you're in side plank on your knee. Strong through that right shoulder. You could stay here or lift that right leg, that left leg up, square, flexing your foot, squeezing your outer seat. And you could stay here or bend the knee, maybe catch the ankle. Feeling a nice stretch in your hip, maybe a little back bend. For 3, 2, and 1. Release long if you have the foot. Step back, all fours. Switch sides, left shin to the side, right leg long. Peel your right arm open. Strong through that left shoulder. Staying here or lifting the top leg up, squeezing the seat. Staying here or bending the knee, catching the foot. opening up through the chest, but still pulling in the low belly and breathing. If you have the foot, release it without flinging. Come back to all fours. Good. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees, just like we did at the beginning, pressing the mat away. Pulling the low belly in. Then you're going to bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Send it back to the hover. Left knee to the left elbow and back. Keep alternating side to side for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift your hips, downward facing dog, shaking it out. Or taking a child's pose if you need. 2 breaths here. 1 more breath. And then inhale, lift your right leg up high behind you. On your exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot, right knee over your ankle. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Find your balance. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment, opening up through the right hip, soft through the shoulders, anchoring through the back leg. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, maybe take your back hand behind your body. Another inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank and go through your flow, or just go to down dog. Other side, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, nice and quietly. Inhale, rise up. Setting up your crescent lunge. Squaring your torso. Strong through that back leg. And then open up, warrior 2. Left knee over your ankle. Soften through your shoulders. Open up through that left hip. You should be able to see your big toe. Soft toes. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Big side body stretch. Another inhale here. And exhale, hands down to the mat and vinyasa or not. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look forward to your hands. Step or hop forward. Take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. So your legs can either be all the way together or they could be hip distance apart. Lengthening your tailbone, pulling in your belly. Sweep your arms back behind you, airplane arms, palms down, opening up through the chest. Stay here, come up on the balls of your feet for drinking bird. Lower the heels, reach your arms forward or goalpost, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, lift your right leg up high behind you. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Right forearm to your right thigh. Maybe your left arm is up. Maybe it's over your ear. Maybe it's behind your back in a half bind. Or maybe you're taking your right hand underneath your right thigh. Finding a clasp. You can keep both feet grounded here. Or if you want to fly into bird of paradise, step your back foot forward, your left foot forward, and then rise up. This is just an option, maybe straightening your leg. Wherever you are, you're opening up through the chest. Take one more breath. If you're up, carefully make your way back down. Unwind, rise back up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your toes in to the back of your mat, warrior two. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. We're going to pivot to the back of your mat, coming on the ball of your right foot, left knee over your ankle. So you're in a high lunge again, facing the back of your mat. Sweep your arms back behind you in that airplane position, reaching your torso about 45 degrees forward. Pulling in your belly, squaring your hips. You could stay right here, feeling the earth beneath your feet. Or maybe you want to come into a balance. If you're coming into the balance, lift up your right leg as you straighten your left leg, squaring your hip, maybe flexing that back foot. Breathing, pulling in your belly. Whether your foot is lifted or not, step that back foot forward, chair pose at the back of your mat. And then stand tall, samastiti, equal standing pose. Root through your left leg. Lift up your right heel, open the hip and take tree pose. Your right foot can be on your shin, it could be connected to the mat, it could be up on your inner thigh. Your hands can come to prayer, find your drishti, your focal point. Maybe you grow your branches. Even though we're only standing on one foot, feel as if there were roots coming through that leg, getting that nourishment from beneath. As you're standing up nice and tall, just like you do in samastitihi. Another breath here. And then bring your hands back to heart center. If they're not, bring your right knee forward and release. Shake it out and switch. Ground through your right leg. Lift up your left heel. Open the hip. See where you want to take it on this side. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Maybe you're growing your branches. Maybe you're even taking your hands behind your back. You're squeezing that left glute. Oh, feeling the opening of the hip. The steadying of the breath. Another breath here. And take your hands back to Anjali Mudra. Bring your left knee forward and release. Shake it out. Draw your left knee into your chest and sweep it back behind you, coming into a lunge. So your right knee is over your ankle. You're on the ball of your left foot, if possible, squaring your hips. High lunge, crescent lunge. Open up to the side. Star pose. Bend your right leg. Come into a side lunge, Skandasana. Knee tracking with the center of your foot. You can lift up your toes or keep your foot grounded. Shift to the front of your mat, Skandasana. And then come back to center for feet parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Take your hands to your hips, lift your chest, wide-legged forward fold, exhale, fold. You can stay halfway. You can lower your hands down in between your feet. You can bend and straighten your legs. Any variation of Prasarita that feels good. Take another breath here. And then inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up, pulling in the belly. And exhale, release. Heel toe your feet together or hop them together and step back to the front of your mat, Samastitihi. Taking a moment to check in to see how you were feeling. We went around the mat in our circular flow, our mandala flow. Knowing that no matter what direction you're going, you're still strong. You can do it. No matter what comes up our way. You can always look down at the ground. Pull in your belly. Feel your center. And take a break whenever you need. One more breath here. And then with your feet parallel, hip distance or together, bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. Sweep your arms back behind you, airplane wings. Maybe come up onto the balls of your feet, drinking bird. Lower your heels, reach your arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, Vinyasa. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, step your foot nice and quietly in between your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Where do you want to take it on this side? Maybe you're coming on the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot, maybe to a block. Maybe you're coming into the half bind, turning your torso towards the ceiling. Maybe you're coming into a full bind. Maybe you're coming into bird of paradise. See what works on this side. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. If you're up, make your way back to 2 feet. Unwind, rise back up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Turn your toes in to the back of the mat, warrior two. Another breath here. Then we're going to pivot to the back of the mat, coming up on the ball of your left foot. Right knee over your ankle. Crescent lunge. And then lean forward, airplane lunge. Staying here or flying into airplane. How turbulent are the skies? Another breath here. Land your airplane, back of the mat. Lengthening your tailbone. And then stand tall, Samastitihi. Shift your weight into your right foot. Bring your left heel to your left glute. Holding onto the foot, pressing the hip forward for a quadricep stretch. Staying here or holding on. I'm going to hold on to the big toe side of the foot. See if that works. Kick your foot into your hand. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Nadaranjasana, dancer. Finding your balance. Feeling the support beneath you. Another breath. And bring your knees back together if they're not. And release and shake. Switch sides. Bring your right heel to your right glute. Stay here for the quad stretch or dancer pose. Another breath. Bring your knees back together and release and shake. And bring your right knee into your chest using your core. Step the foot back behind, high lunge. Open up to the right, star pose. Now we did Skandasana on the other side. You can repeat that towards the back of your mat or come into triangle pose, rotating your left toes to face the back, adjusting your stance, bumping your right hip to the front of your mat, reaching and hinging. Staying here or looking down at your mat, maybe coming into half moon. Lifting that right leg, squeezing the glute like we did on the mat in the side plank. Maybe you take weight off the bottom arm. Maybe your hands come to prayer. You can keep your gaze down or you can turn to the right. If you're up, land back softly. Take a warrior two. Straighten the leg. Turn your toes in to the front. So you're either coming into the Skandasana, you're coming into triangle and staying here, or looking down, taking your left hand to your left hip, bending your right knee, reaching about a foot in front, finding your balance, maybe turning, maybe lifting the left arm up. Feeling all that beautiful energy in the body. Another breath here. If you're on one foot, gently come back, take warrior two. Straighten the leg, turn the toes in. Take your hands behind your back, open up through your chest, interlacing your hands, or maybe grabbing a strap or an imaginary strap. Lift your chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Reaching your arms up over your head. One more breath here. And then release your hands, slide them down your legs to your ankles or your big toes. Lengthen and fold. You can reach your elbows to both sides of your mat, front and back. Move long neck, pulling in that belly. And then inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up nice and slow. You can heel toe your feet together or hop your feet together and come to the front of your mat, Samastitihi. We did it. We went around our mat both directions. Notice how strong you are. Whether you did the postures or not, it doesn't matter. It's the energy within the body, the focus on the breath. Taking this time for yourself. And then take your feet a little bit wider with your heels in and your toes out and sink down into a squat. Malasana, the front of your mat. You can widen your heels if your heels are up. Pressing your knees away with your elbows, reaching your heart towards your thumbs. You can always sit on some blocks or books here. If this doesn't work, you can come down and sit in a cross-legged or a butterfly position. And you could stay here, or you could practice Bakasana, crow pose, taking your hands down to the mat, chaturanga arms, wrapping your knees around your triceps or into your armpits, bringing your heels together, looking forward, pulling in the belly, maybe lifting up one heel at a time and staying there, or maybe both heels come up. See what works. And hold for 3, 2, and 1. Maybe shoot back or step back. Chaturanga, go through a flow to downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. One more, last down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Drop to your knees to come to a seat or make some space in between your hands. Cross at your shins and slide your body forward. Open up your legs wide. Flex your feet. Take your hands behind you. Tilt your pelvis a little forward. Sitting up nice and tall, stay here. Or walk your hands in front, or hold on to your big toes or the sides of your feet. You can also bend your knees. Feeling a nice stretch in the inner thighs. One more breath here. And then bring your left forearm inside your left thigh. Take your right hand behind your head. Peel your chest open towards the ceiling. Stay here, reach the arm over the head. Maybe you touch your foot, maybe not. Feel a big stretch in the side body, but anchor through those sitting bones. Another breath here. Then come through center over to the other side. Left hand behind your head, opening up your chest, staying here, reaching the arm over your ear. Anchor through both hips. Feel a big stretch in the body. Another breath here. Come through center and come up. Good. Take your hands behind your knees, bend your knees. You can hold on behind your thighs like a boat pose, like this, or hold on to your big toes or the sides of your feet with your knees bent or straight. Keep your back nice and flat, or you're going to roll back. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Take your hands by your hips on the mat or on your blocks. Bring your knees into your armpits. Maybe lift up your butt and your legs. And then lower back down. Boat pose, Navasana. Hold on. You can have your feet down. You could straighten your legs. Maybe reach your arms forward. You could stay here. Or there's going to be an option for a low boat. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Maybe come to low boat, hollow out your belly, look at your toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bring your knees up to table, thighs vertical, shins parallel to your mat. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to come into Yogi Bicycles. Take your right elbow towards your left knee.
Lower down and switch. Exhaling to twist, staying with your legs where they are or straightening the opposite leg. You've got it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. And then lift your legs straight up for restorative shoulder stand, or come to shoulder stand if that's safe for your neck. You can also, if you're by a wall, take your hips by the wall and lift your legs up, or come to any other inversion. If you're in the shoulder stand sequence, maybe bringing your legs over your head for plow pose, or around your ears for Karne Pudasana, ear pressure pose. Two more breaths. One more breath. Carefully make your way back down to the mat. If you were in the shoulder stand sequence, I have a dog here now on my mat. You could prop up on your forearms, puff up through your chest and take a fish pose, or take child's pose if you were in another inversion. Or maybe just come to happy baby. If you're in happy baby, keep your right knee hugging and extend your left leg long on the mat. Take your right thigh across your body, spine twist. Keep both shoulder blades down. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, switch. Left knee comes into your chest. Take it across your body, spine twist. And then bring both knees into your chest. Lower your feet to the mat for bridge pose, or restorative bridge, sliding a block underneath your pelvis. Press in, come to bridge, restorative, or wheel pose. Opening up through your chest, squeezing your glutes. If you're in bridge or wheel, slowly lower down. We're going to do one more. If you're in restorative, stay there. Lift up. Lengthening your whole spine. And then slowly lower down.
Take your feet as wide as the mat. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Then take any final stretches. Maybe coming into a figure 4 stretch. Or another twist. Or maybe a hamstring stretch. Switch sides if you're taking a one-legged stretch. And then slowly unwind and find your way to Shavasana, the final resting pose. You prop up yourself however you need. Scan your body. See where you can release some tension. Softening the space around your eyes. Maybe wiggling your jaw from side to side. Softening the muscles around your neck, your shoulders. Letting your hips get heavy. The backs of your knees. All of your toes. Quiet mind, quiet body. Shavasana. Slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Invite small movements into your hands and your feet. If you would like to come up or stay where you are, pressing pause and taking as long as you need. If you're ready to make your way out of Shavasana, reach your arms over your head, taking a big stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Taking a moment to just check in and see how you feel. Connect back to any intention that you said or affirmation. I am calm. I am centered. I am at peace. And slowly make your way up to a seat.
Reaching your arms over your head and drawing your hands down to your heart. Anjali Mudra. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. My name is Robin. It's great to see you. Subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you would like to see, and I hope to see you next time.